And gentlemen, to the Voices That Lead podcast. I'm so happy and lucky to have the wonderful Robin Kramer with us today. Now, this is going to be such a treat for you guys because if you haven't had it and if you haven't seen where Robin's coming from, there's going to be a very unique skill set. So, we're as always talking about those three questions: leaders, legacy, limitless, and the way that we focus on that. And we've got a couple secret questions for you so that if you wanted to subscribe, there's no cost, but come join us on YouTube, subscribe, and get the extra depth that is only available if you come and play with us there. So, Robin, welcome. How are you?
Thank you, Natan. I'm great. Appreciate this opportunity to share a little bit.
Wonderful. So, talk to us. Give us a 2 minute background about you, where you're coming from, what you do, a little bit of legacy. Thank you.
Sure. I am from the Chicago area, and I have a business called Manage Virtually. We're an online business management agency working with high level executive coaches, leaders, and CEOs who want to bring clarity to the chaos in their lives. And we do that in the areas of admin management, team management, and project management. And we look to establish long-term relationships so we can anticipate your needs and become a real partner to you and not just somebody who's the doer.
I like that. That's so wonderful. So, historically, for you guys, what have you found, or I guess some of the myths and misconceptions that normally that happen that clients are like, well, look, before I work with somebody like you, Robin, I'm always concerned about these kinds of things, and you're like, oh, we've been able to, handle and address and answer those things. Talk to me about those.
Well, I often have people come and just say they don't have time. Time is a very big uh, barrier to people moving forward in their leadership or in their journeys. So we give them the gift of time by setting up systems, by organizing the background, by consulting with the founder or lead who we're talking to or our client. We are able to do a deep dive into what is really causing the backlog and chaos, and we will bring that to clarity. We partner with our clients, so we want to really know more about them other than just straight up business stuff, but their lifestyle and, in the opportunity to give them time, we also give them time to have a personal life as they so choose, or we could help them to scale with that time. So I think time is a real gift, and I'm actually going to give myself some time this year. But
Talk to
yes,
me.
I
What are you
think.
going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Well, I have an agency now. I used to be chief cook and bottle washer for all these years myself, 24 of them. And so
Wow.
this year I have a team and we're going to grow so that I can give myself to time to scale and get out there and meet more people, as well as um, have a little life. Um, you know,
Wouldn't that be nice?
it is nice. I live in an area which has, short, nice weather. And so I play golf, I play pickleball. And so I
Wonderful.
love to do those things when time permits. So,
Amen. So let's do a deep dive on the wonderful world of Robin. Let's look at first three of the questions. How do I serve those that I lead?
okay. Well, as a leader, I like to try and inspire by creating clarity from chaos. I don't believe in barking orders or pretending I have all the answers. I roll up my sleeves, ask thoughtful questions, and show up, show them what's possible and the strengths. Instead of working against them, we work with their strengths and against them. And I also, my philosophy, my moral compasses is I lead with transparency, trust, and the right amount of dry humor to keep things grounded. So my goal is always to help people feel seen, supported, and confident enough to take ownership. Whether it's my team or a client's team, I connect the dots and calm the overwhelm and build systems to make room for more momentum and not just busy work.
I like that.
People don't need another boss. They need someone who believes in vision and helps them build it without losing their minds. That's the kind of leadership I aim for every day.
Very cool. Thank you. Thank you. Let me ask you, when we look at our second question, how do you, well, when we look at what do you believe is your legacy? What would you
Well,
like to do?
sure. I have two legacies. So one would be a more sort of business related, and then one more personal related. So I believe the legacy in business is easy for the right people at the right time in the right way. And by that, I mean, I have a lot of people I talk to who really believe they need help, but they're not in the right frame of mind to do it. And by that, I mean delegation. That's the key first, delegation. If people are not comfortable delegating or micromanaging, that doesn't allow for my business, me and my team to help you flourish. So that's a key component. But I want to be remembered as someone who didn't just build systems or create space for CEOs and founders. And to help them think clearly and get back to the work that lights them up. My legacy lives on the businesses I've helped already, and even more in the partnerships we've created and built over the years, as I've had some clients for over 20 years.
That's crazy. Some
Yes,
people aren't even 20 years old in business.
correct, correct.
That's
True
beautiful.
that.
Yeah,
um,
that's awesome.
yes. So I always aim for relationships rooted in trust, mutual growth, and real longevity, and not just quick wins. I want you to think of me as more than someone who just does the stuff, but as a true partner, the person they could bounce ideas off of and map out big goals and know without question that I was in their corner.
I love that.
So that's my business related. My personal related one is I have a very affinity for people who are neurodiverse. I
Okay.
have a family member of mine who's neurodiverse, and the legacy that I would like to leave for my son is that I gave him the opportunities that he needed to flourish, to grow, to create his own world. And while I provided him those opportunities, he had to do the hard stuff. So I applaud him every day for
Yep.
all of the things that he's done. And so I'm a real champion in that area. And I like to help people who are, you know, neurodiverse.
My goodness. So one of the guys that I'm connected with, Dr. JJ, he's Kennedy. He's over in Germany, just moving over to Croatia. He's a Harvard doctor, and he's the one that if you wanted to get your PhD at Harvard, he's the one who judges you. So
Oh,
he,
okay.
yeah, he's the guy who awards you your doctorate. And in his context, he plays in neurodiversity and in that beautiful field. So I would love to introduce you guys.
Oh, that would be wonderful. I'd love to learn anything that I can, both to help my son as well as I come across people who want to learn about some of the paths I've taken with Chase and some of the things that we've done and how he got to where he is. And happy to share all that, give my opinions and what's worked for me, and maybe other people try that that is that applicable to them.
Absolutely wonderful. So we've looked at Robin, and we looked at looking at her through the filter of how she leads those that she serves. We've looked at her through the filter of where she feels her legacy is. Now, if we were to pop in and if we were to really take a look at if you had just one gift that you could help to make somebody else truly limitless, what would that be?
Um, if I had one way to help someone become limitless, it would be helping them see that structure is not the enemy, it's the unlock. So many brilliant visionary people are stuck in the weeds because they've been told chaos is just part of the deal. But when you give someone the right support, and space to think, they start operating from their zone of genius instead of putting out fires. So, my way of becoming limitless is building a business backbone strong enough to support their biggest goals without them having to carry it all. So, when the back end no longer bogs you down, you stop surviving and start leading, and that's when the real expansion happens.
Ah, that's awesome. Thank you so much for clarifying that, because a lot of us are coming from a space where we're like, you know, here's who I am, here's how I stand, here's my truth, and you take it or you leave it and you accept it or you don't, and that's fine. But if there's a way that you've come through all of the work that you've done on yourself, Robin, the personal work, the professional work, what a blessing that other people can come to that space too.
Yes, I am a natural giver, and I love it when people get excited about things that I've done for them in their business or personally. It without even I definitely don't want anything back. Just I I get the pleasure in giving somebody and their
Isn't
reaction.
that awesome? I love that. And that's kind of the joy that we get, that, somebody's at this place where if you were here and you wanted to rise up, 3 levels up from you is a completely different place. If you look down, the people that are looking at you going, oh my goodness, I would love your problems, Robin. I would love your obstacles, your challenges. Oh, I would take that happily. Right now, I have no clue what you're even talking about. And it's such a blessing that if we can help raise them up, we open the door to the front.
I agree totally.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, in the context of that beautiful, beautiful gift that you have, what a blessing. Knowing that we can come forward and make that space a true, like we say, I leave some space for you. I'm going to leave that open so that I can share some space and stuff. It's more than that. When you come forward with the, hey, I've been where you're from. I want to do more than just be available for you. I don't want to just meet you where you are. I want to actually come and help. That's such a blessing.
Oh, it is, because people have done it for me, and I reap the rewards and the camaraderie, and definitely paying that forward is important.
So bless people, bless people. I love that. Good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we were going to boogie off this. And if you wanted to hear more from Robin, you've got her background, you've got access to her on LinkedIn. Take a look in. Know that we are going to be here and focusing on where the conversations come. So, in this context, there we go. I think I might have lost my speaker for a second. Sorry.
Yes, because I was freaking out. I didn't know if we were still alive or not.
Oh my
We are. Oh
goodness.
no.
We are. We're beautifully still alive. So, reach out to Robin. Get connected to her for Leaders Legacy Limitless. And know that that is available for you. Now, if you wanted to come in and pop in and talk to us and make sure that, there was a space for you, give me 1 minute. I'm going to put this up. This is specifically for those that want to come from that place and really unleash.
Ever wonder what sets real leaders apart? It's not the corner office, it's the impact they make. Welcome to the Voices That Lead podcast with Natan Verkovsky, where we dive deep with leaders who put service first. These aren't just CEOs or big names. They're people making a difference, building legacies through acts of kindness, mentorship, and heart. Every episode you'll hear powerful stories, straight from those who lift others up and inspire change. Looking for practical advice, authentic conversations, or just a spark to unleash your own limitless potential? You'll find it here. Because leadership isn't just about where you end up. It's about who you help along the way. Join the community and get inspired. Reach out to be a featured guest on the program. Leaders, Legacy, Limitless. Subscribe to the Voices That Lead podcast. Join us as a speaker and let others be inspired by you. Become the leader you're meant to be.
Thank you, thank you. So, knowing that you can come here and join us any given time, I'm going to pop out now. We're going to let Robin say thank you, and give her final thoughts. And then, if you're clever enough, join us on YouTube. It doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe. And you will hear her two secret question answers. And they're so good. Oh my goodness. So, Robin, send us away.
Well, thank you so very much for this opportunity. And I was loving the opportunity to share with you. I'd love to speak with anybody who'd like to talk further, just to chat and talk about things that would help them. So thank you, Natan, and thank you, everybody, for listening.
Thank you. And if you want to get a hold of Robin, you can see over here in the ticker tape, there is so much information. Action plan, grab her a hold of her. Now, we're going to come back in a minute. We're going to give you the secret questions. Oh, this is going to be so good. So, join us on YouTube, subscribe, and thank you so much for joining us for another wonderful episodes of The Voices That Lead. Robin, thank you so much for having us here, having been here. Thank you.